Hi, everybody. Winston Churchill once said, democracy is the worst form of government except for all the others that have been tried. Yeah, maybe democracy is the best of the worst, but what is the consequence of democracy? The computer and the internet is the ultimate form of democratization of society. Everything is possible for everyone. TV and music are suddenly not something that a few very privileged people do. No, now everyone can have their own YouTube channel and create their own music. All the information is waiting for you on the internet. And you can always do your own self-study on things you don't understand. And when the customer is always right, we get a world where you choose for yourself whether you want to believe the expert. Because the voter is just as right as the expert. The worst thing about democracy is its underlying central thesis. My ignorance is as important as your expertise. One man, one vote. Imagine that aliens would come here to Earth and take over everything, and they would say in their weird alien voice,
"We will only let you humans survive if you can show one person who is able to play 30-second notes in tempo 120 on a floor tom."
If this would happen, and it will happen, you could call me. I am not an expert on drumming by any scale or anything, but I have a lot of experience on this particular area. But would you call me? Or would you call the much more popular drummers with millions of views on TikTok and YouTube who can almost play it? When it comes to doctors, we all agree that experts are the way forward. But why can't we move this logic to all areas of society? Because democracy has indulged us in a state of, I am the center of the universe, my English is perfect because I know best. Mainstream music is completely vacuumed for experts. What is a musical expert? It could be a man or a woman who stands up at a family party and asks the audience, what do you want to hear? And they say what they want to hear. And then he or she takes out a guitar and plays the song by ear. No music sheets. Or maybe this person would know all the scales and all the chords in the world. Perhaps this person would be able to hear the difference between these two intervals. And maybe a musical expert could sit down by an instrument he or she masters and play some music on the instrument that would seem virtuosic to you, a virtuoso musician. The Danish dictionary, virtuoso, person whose performance on a particular field is characterized by great technical skill and perfection. But the computer makes music possible for everyone, and democracy tells us that the audience is always right. And the audience wants to have the experience that they themselves would have been able to make the music. And then we get this. Played by a computer, of course. But when it's played by a human, we get this. And let's talk about Meg White, because this post has created quite a debate on the web recently. Objectively, these rhythms are the first rhythms a beginner drummer learns on the drum set. It's a rhythmic children's drawing, and if that is what people want, then go for it. But what happens when the expert dies? Quite frankly, what happens? I'm curious. Write your comment below here. Well, Questlove, maybe the most famous drummer in the world right now, he wrote this for the Meg White debate. Interesting that we have to sound like a drunken sailor to show humanity. But isn't humanity also to be sober and say something from page 51 in the drum book? My great hero Tom Morello wrote this for the Meg White debate. Yeah, Tom, but it's your taste. And if we look at this objectively, she plays this and can't play this objectively. And that doesn't make her a bad drummer objectively. She's just not a virtuoso. Because, of course, she doesn't want to be a virtuoso. But a famous Danish painter once said, "You have to be a virtuoso, but no one must be able to see it." But the mantra now is, you must not be a virtuoso, and everyone must be able to see it. Well, if the expert dies, it will in any case be a farewell to virtuosity. My English, sorry, I'm not a virtuoso in English. Funny that a virtuoso means person whose performance in a certain area is characterized by great technical skill and perfection. Because with the help of the computer, perfection in music has never been more attainable than now. But still we use this perfection to say,
In the air, put your hands up in the air. Put your hands up in
and
the air,
perfect the
put your
most
hands up.
banal, childish, tonal, rhythmic language. Music is a language, and if we talk like a baby all the time, and every time we do this,
It's a fucking computer that speaks. Yes, then the language dies. It dies in the holy name of democracy. Yes, because we have chosen it ourselves. The people are in charge. Democracy doesn't work. In a dictatorship, the people are afraid of the leader. But in a democracy, the leader is afraid of the people. So change can't happen because the people are afraid of change, and they measure everything based on how much personal freedom they have, and the leaders are afraid of their real employer, the people. But let's go back to nature. Does this sound virtuosic to you? Do you want to be in awe of nature, our origin, or of machines? We got our courage and our love from nature. The machines are just a mirror. A mirror that shows us the worst and laziest sides of us.
ourselves.
Yes. But Kalle, the people want mainstream. Something they themselves would have been able to play. They want to be their own journalists and their own philosophers.
Yes, they want children's drawings filled with shit.
Yes. But 1,000 flies are not wrong.
No, but they're still sitting on shit. Fuck your shit. And now we get to fucking in this great, very virtuoso video. Because fucking can be compared to freedom. Both things are very important and impossible to live without. But these are also things that you usually get from others. And it is possible, if you have enough money, to buy both sex and freedom. In extreme Islamic states, they are afraid of both things and therefore tries to control them. Love, on the other hand, can be compared to courage. Both things can give you optimism in adversity, perhaps precisely because it's impossible to control or buy true courage and love. Both things can create something out of nothing. But courage and love are also a description of what you intend to use your freedom and your fucking for.